What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Let me start off by saying, I don't really want to come off disrespectful to anybody who fell for this deception. I'm trying to be, respectful as possible when I relay this information because a lot of people have been deceived and misled, and it's really sad. And this level of deception is basically as big as Jesus. Okay, it's as big as the whole Jesus doctrine. Okay, and I'm getting ready to officially put the nail in the coffin for the flat Earth Psyop. Now I know a lot of people are tired of me, going over this and continuing to make videos on this topic. But one thing you have to understand is I was put back here to shed truth to light no matter what. Okay? No matter what kind of danger it put me in, no matter what kind of situations that it put me in. Okay, my mission is to shed the truth no matter what. Okay, so I'm gonna be going over about three major points that are going to debunk the flat Earth once and for all. Now, I want everybody to understand that I'm a real individual. Like, I am completely against the establishment and against the government. Now, one thing I will tell you is if the earth was flat and stationary and I was able to scientifically and forensically prove it, I would have no problem accepting it. I'm dead serious. If the earth was stationary and flat and I could be able to prove it scientifically and forensically, no problem. No problem. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what shape the creator made the earth, the earth still has a creator. You see what I'm saying? If a woman has a child, no matter how her child looks, that's still her damn child. So I don't even understand the whole doctrine of if the earth ain't flat, there ain't no creator, because that's complete nonsense. That's complete bullshit and nonsense, okay? So, without further ado, I'm getting ready to debunk the flat earth model by something called perspective. In the northern hemisphere and in the southern hemisphere. Okay, according to the flat earth model, we are on the flat plane. This equator line separates northern hemisphere from southern hemisphere. Now, according to the flat earth model, the sun has to be going around in a clockwise motion from east to west every single place it goes on the flat plane. Okay? That is correct. On the flat earth model, the sun goes in a clockwise motion around the flat plane wherever you go on the flat plane. So if this individual is in the northern hemisphere looking south, his face is facing south, okay? And when he looks up at the sky, that means the sun is going to go from his left to his right, from his left to his right, from east to west, okay? This is from the north, looking south at the sun in the northern hemisphere. The sun's image is going to go from his left to his right, okay? From east to west. Now, here is the flat earther's dilemma. Let me write these locations down. We have South Africa. We have Southern Argentina. and southern Chile. And we also have Australia and New Zealand. Okay. These places I just listed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 locations I just listed, the individuals that visit these locations, South Africa, Southern Argentina, Southern Chile, Australia, and New Zealand. When these individuals are in the Southern Hemisphere at those locations, when they look south, okay? When they look south at those locations, the sun's image goes from what they would feel as west to east, okay? Their west and east is inverted. So their left would be west and their right would be east. So their east and west is inverted. Like I said, the people who go to these locations, when they look south in the sky, the sun's image moves counterclockwise in the sky. If you don't believe me, just do your research, buddy. It's all on Google Images. It's all on Google. Go look at it for yourselves. Like I'm going to say it again. The individuals in the Southern Hemisphere at these locations, South Africa, Southern Argentina, Southern Chile, Australia, and New Zealand, when these individuals have their back towards the north and are facing the south, the sun's image goes from right to left, which is a counterclockwise motion. Now, if we were on a flat plane grid, and these two individuals were both looking south, both looking in the same direction, why in the hell would one person see the sun's image going in one direction and the other person in Australia looking in the same direction see the opposite motion of the sun? On the same flat grid now. Hold on, people. On the same flat grid now. Come on, people. Come on, people. Like I said, certain people just have to man up. You know what I'm saying? Chuck it up as a loss and just say that they were wrong. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to say it again. If we're on a flat grid and this line is separating Southern Hemisphere from Northern Hemisphere, according to your own flat earth model, the sun's image has to rotate clockwise no matter wherever you go on the flat plane grid, okay? And I'm going to tell you what somebody else might say to try to debunk this video, and I'm already a step ahead of them. They're going to try to say, oh, well, yeah, on the flat grid, if this person in the Northern Hemisphere looks southern and the person in the Southern Hemisphere looks northern, the image of the sun would be inverted to the person in the Southern Hemisphere because they're on the opposite side of the sun. No, dum-dum. No, dum-dum. Like I said, on this map, okay, people in South Africa, Southern Argentina, Southern Chile, Australia, and New Zealand, when they look south, the sun's image goes counterclockwise. In the Northern Hemisphere, when we look south, the sun's image goes clockwise. It goes clockwise. That paraphernalia, okay, that cannot happen on a flat plane grid, okay? This phenomena cannot happen on a flat grid, a flat earth model. It can't happen. How? How can you explain that? I'm just wondering, what bullshit lie they're going to try to come up with to explain it. Because like I said, if you check my Facebook out, I posted a post with an individual who visited Australia, and he publicly told people what he saw in the sky with the sun's image in Australia. And the sun's image in Australia, when you look south, the sun is going to move from your right-hand side to your left-hand side. So when you look south, the sun is going to move counterclockwise. When you look south in the northern hemisphere, the sun is going to move clockwise. This cannot happen on a flat plane. It can't happen. What are they going to say? That God, the creator, you know what I'm saying? That what the hell? Like he's reversing the sun's image in the southern hemisphere because he's using the sun like a record disc. You know what I'm saying? It's such bullshit. Same thing they got to explain for the hurricanes and the tornadoes. When the creator has a bad stomach and he farts, like come on, man. Gain your damn consciousness back, man, and stop being foolish. Okay? The sun's image in the northern hemisphere, when looking south in the northern hemisphere, the sun's image goes clockwise. The moon's image and the star's image goes clockwise. When you look south in the southern hemisphere, the sun's image, the moon's image, and the star's image goes counterclockwise. That cannot happen on a flat plane model when two people are looking in the same direction. Open your mind. Free your mind from this government psyop. Okay? It's time to wake up. It's time to be a man and accept the fact that you were wrong. Okay? Time to grow up. Time to grow up here. And time to admit when you're wrong. Okay? Anybody who leaves, who still has any doubt in their mind without looking this up for themselves and finding this out, and wants to try to leave bullshit comments on my news feed, that just shows your ignorance. That just shows your ignorance. You know what I'm saying? That just shows your ignorance and your maturity state. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this is undebunkable, unexplainable on a flat earth model. In the northern hemisphere, we see the sun's image going from east to west counterclockwise. Same with the moon and the stars. In the southern hemisphere, when the people still look south, they see it in the opposite direction, counterclockwise. In the southern hemisphere, when you look south, you see the sun, moon, and stars go counterclockwise. If this was a flat grid and these individuals were both looking in the same direction, okay, at the sun, the moon, and the stars, okay, this would be impossible. This phenomenon would be impossible on a flat plane grid. Impossible. I mean, I'm just trying to think of how you can possibly even think of trying to debunk something like that. Okay? Then you get the idiots talking about, well, water, it doesn't, it can't form a spherical form on a spherical object. Well, if you think about it, okay, the original form of water, the very molecule that creates the water you do see, is made of spherical objects. Spheres. You see the spheres? Those are water molecules on a microscopic level. Okay? It's unbelievable how people can fall for the fake beef between Neil deGrasse Tyson and B.O.B. And don't worry, I got a whole video out exposing B.O.B. It's going to be very long and informative, because B.O.B. is another paid off agent, just like Neil deGrasse Tyson. And Neil deGrasse Tyson made a song called Flat to Fact, just like the fake ass Drake Meek Mill beef. They had a song called Back to Back, just showing you and putting in your freaking face that it was a fake ass beef, people. And you fell for it. And you fell for it. Ladies and gentlemen, the very substance that creates all the water we see on this planet is a sphere. The very water drop. A single water drop is a spheroid, is a spherical object. Okay? So when you think about the Earth, we are microscopic on a spherical water drop with, well, you can call it dirt. You can call it billions of tons of dirt. Okay? Because Earth is just a giant water drop. That's really all it is. And it has an magnetic field that causes it to have a lot of magnetism. So we are bacteria being magnetized to a water drop with the circumference of 26,000 miles. We are bacteria on a giant water drop. So just imagine a bacteria, a microscopic organism, on a ball with the circumference of 26 feet. With the circumference of 26 feet, which represented 26,000 miles. So each foot represents 1,000 miles on the sphere that has a circumference of 26 feet. Okay? So that means that the Earth is rotating 13 inches per hour, which is 1,300 miles per hour. Now you get all these dummies saying, well, why don't we feel it? Well, why don't we feel it? Because you're a microorganism on an extremely large object. Ladies and gentlemen, when Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world, runs a 100-meter dash, okay, and is clocked at running damn near 30 miles an hour, did the bacteria on Usain Bolt leave his body? No, because we all have our own magnetism that magnetizes microorganisms to our body. It's time to wake up. Okay, it is time to wake up. Don't you know you can go on a giant cruise ship and go in a hotel room on the cruise ship and go to sleep and you won't even feel the damn ship's movement? Don't you know you can get on a pretty big airplane and you can fall asleep and there'll be some points where you don't even feel the damn movement? So you really think you're gonna feel the movement when you're a microorganism on a damn water drop that is big as 26,000 miles with the circumference of 26,000 miles. And each of those miles is 5,280 feet. And 26,000 of those. And so the Earth's mass is almost an infinite times your size and mass, but you really think you're gonna feel Earth's movement when you're magnetized to its surface. Foolishness. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, if the Earth was flat and you fell out of a plane, out of an airplane, you would fall straight down. Do you know that? If the Earth was flat and you fell straight down out of a plane, yeah, you would fall straight down out of a plane. But why is it when you fly out of a plane, or you're pushed out of a plane, you don't fall straight down? Ladies and gentlemen, when you're ejected from a plane in the sky, you are actually caught up in Earth's movement. That is why you start moving so fast, either east or west, because you're either gonna be moving with the Earth's magnetism or with the moon's magnetism. Okay? It's really sad that I still have to go over this in 2016. Okay? So like I said, when you get ejected out of a plane, you are feeling Earth's movement. Okay? And if you were outside of the atmosphere, if you were in the middle ground, getting ready to enter the atmosphere, you would be moving at 1,300 miles an hour. Okay? So when you fall out of that plane, you're moving hundreds of miles an hour with Earth's movement. Okay? 1,300 miles per hour. Yep, that's right. You are moving 1,300 miles per hour. That's why when you fall out of the plane, you don't fall straight down. You get caught up in Earth's electromagnetic field movement that moves your body in the Earth's direction. Okay? It's really sad that I have to break this down like this and explain this to people, but some people will never get it. Some people have too much pride and narcissism, and they'll never admit when they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? They'll die. They'll die before they admit they're wrong. They'll be 90 years old still talking about, where's the curvature? Where's the curvature? And they'll let their whole life get ahead of them while trying to debate people on the shape of the goddamn earth. Okay? And their whole life is going to pass them by. That's what's going to happen to them. Their whole life is going to pass them by. Okay? Because irregardless of the shape of the earth, the parasite has to be taken off of the planet, which is the Vatican and the White House and the British monarchy. Okay? That's why the flat earth Psyop was put in front of us, so we can stop caring about our rights and going after the goddamn war criminals that are in control of the goddamn planet. And now we're arguing and debating over the shape of the goddamn earth. Think about it. Think. Have a chess mind. Don't have a checkers mind. It's really time to wake up, people. It's really time to wake up. So like I said, do this experiment by yourself. Get a spherical object or a balloon or any kind of 26-foot ball with a 26-foot circumference. Get a microscope and spin the ball only 13 inches per hour. That's right. To replicate Earth's motion, you would have to get a 26-foot ball and spin it. A ball with a 26-foot circumference and spin it only 13 inches per hour. That is not fast. That is not fast on a global level. Okay? Not fast. Only 13 inches per hour with the 26-foot ball, and this replicates 1,300 miles per hour on the 26,000-mile circumference water drop, which we call the Earth. Okay? You can do the test for yourself. Put the ball under a microscope and see if the microscopic organisms are harmed or if they moved. All you got to do is spin it only 13 inches an hour and have a ball with the circumference of 26 feet. So if you think bacteria are going to be moved or harmed by spinning the ball only 13 inches an hour, you have to be remedial, you have to be a retard, or you just have to be so narcissistic to where you just can't accept you're wrong. You see what I'm saying? Because this fully explains the globe. Like I said, we are microorganisms on a water drop that has the circumference of 26,000 miles. You can replicate this by getting a ball that has a circumference of 26 feet and spinning it only 13 inches per hour. That is how fast the damn earth moves on a global level, okay? So if you were 100,000 miles away from the damn earth and you saw the earth spinning, it would only be spinning 13 inches per damn hour. So stop it with this, oh, we can't be spinning around in 1,000 miles an hour. I wouldn't even be able to hear you. All this stupid shit I gotta put up with and I gotta hear. And it's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad, people. Some people might as well just take a shot of heroin, a shot of whiskey, and just start hitting the damn crack pipe again. I'm serious. I'm really serious. Okay? When you're on the southern hemisphere, your body actually turns upside down with the goddamn curvature of the earth. This is why people in the southern hemisphere see the sun's image, the moon's image, and the star's image going counterclockwise. And in the northern hemisphere, when we look in the same direction, we see the opposite. We see the sun's image, the moon's image, and the star's image going clockwise. Do we get it? Do we get it? This diagram right here cannot happen on your flat earth model. It's over. It's done. Look this up for yourself. People in South Africa, people in southern Argentina, southern Chile, Australia, and New Zealand, they see the sun's image. When they look south, they see the sun's image rotating counterclockwise. Same with the moon, same with the stars. This cannot happen if two people looking in the same direction are on a flat plane. If two people looking the same direction on a flat plane, the sun would only be going around in one motion and one motion only, okay? You wouldn't be getting two different perspectives when people are looking in the same goddamn direction, okay? So, you know, I'm trying not to disrespect anybody. It was a psyop. It worked very well. It split up the truther community, but this is the nail in the coffin. Like I said, if you don't believe me, do your research on your own. Like, subscribe. It's Chosen One, man. I'm out.